Needless to say, you are not supposed to be viewing these files. I say, take a chance. You've come this far. Some of the following information is true. Some of it is false, even ridiculous. Sometimes I know for sure, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll lie. It doesn't matter. Whatever I've told you here, someone somewhere will believe it. And belief has power. Realize also that the O5 Council might not even exist. Signed, redacted. The O5 Council, O5 Command, the Overseers, Overwatch. We are the people who have ultimate control over the Foundation. Each O5 member knows almost everything there is to know about the Foundation and its activity. Between us all, we know every secret the Foundation holds. Most Foundation personnel spend their entire careers without seeing them. Members below clearance level 2 do not even know that we exist. Most people outside the Foundation have never heard of us, or don't think we exist. O5-13, the tiebreaker. O5-13 does not exist. Everyone outside the O5 Council is told he exists. And memos are created under the O5-13 name, but O5-13 only exists as a tiebreaker vote. O5-13's vote is rotated between each council member, starting at 1 and then passed up the number each time there is a tiebreak. Holding an O5-13's vote requires to access a few select databases. This knowledge may be attached to O5-13's vote, and is wiped from the holder's memory when the vote is passed on, or may simply comprise access to 13's unique database. O5-13, Tamlin. Either male or gender fluid. Reports differ, may be relevant to anomalous traits. Unknown descent. Reports differ, may be relevant to anomalous traits. Unknown origin. Age unknown. Tall redhead. As per these reports, the tiebreaker reports are accurate. However, O5-13 does exist, despite his vote not being held by himself. Original identity Dr. Joseph Tamlin. Holds only an advisory position by necessity. Is an anomalously altered human existing in a temporarily destabilized state, partially unstuck in time, and acts as a failsafe for restoring 13's vote to its proper bearer, should it be compromised. Some reports, not all, indicate drastic shifts in appearance, race, and gender, but the presence of red hair, whether natural or coloured, remains consistent. Unknown relevance. Possible perception alteration issues, or literal shape-shifting. Occupies a room, or rooms, in Tamlin House. A hidden location related to SCP-1590. Appears to be bound to the location. Does not usually participate in O5 Council meetings, but observes most of them, not necessarily synchronously. Shows what you know. O5-13, the Meddler. Male, European descent, American origins, mid-30s, no unusual appearance. For most reports of O5-13 as a result of the conflicts he starts or becomes involved in, due to the inter-office gossip from other O5 personnel staff. No one outside the O5 Council appears to be aware of this member's role in the Foundation. The role he generally seems to play in practice is interfering with other O5 members' projects. known for ranting about other O5 members and lower-ranked Foundation personnel are not running operations correctly. O5-13, AI complex, personality traits not applicable. O5-13 is an artificial intelligence construct. It is an AI construct using a variety of anomalous technologies and non-technological methods. It is supposedly able to take all factors in relevance to the Foundation's goals and make recommendations on any major course of action. Due to certain consequences, whether occult, resource-based, or simply bureaucratic, of making use of this AI construct, it is only employed when the O5 Council must break a tie on non-trivial matters. O5-13. Death. Gender unknown. Descent unknown. Origin unknown. Age unknown. Appearance unknown. One of the more outlandish reports on a possible O5-13 is that death itself was banned by the O5 Council in the early 19th century. Per these reports, the O5-13 was created for death in the first place, euphemistically referring to the others as the overseers. Death is both a member and a prisoner of the O5 Council. It can cast a vote as normal, however, it has been imprisoned by the rest of the Council by a majority vote of the O5 Council. The O5 can control it. Death apparently otherwise carries out its functions as normal. SCP-006 does not exist. The longevity of O5s actually stems from O5-13. By majority vote, they can order O5-13 to stay their hand from any council member, or indeed anyone in the world, though using this power for non-council members seems to be temporarily weakened Death's chains, and therefore it is rarely used. When used, it is typically on a mass scale, SCP-2000, and similar anomalous items also do not exist, and are used to cover for every time the Council has voted to utilize O5-13's power to return most of the world's population back to life. Unknown connection to any SCP-2935. O5-13. The Activist. Male. South Asian descent. Sikh origin. Appears to be about 50. Formerly affiliated with the 0th Anti-Cult Regiment, a colonial regiment of the British India. Signatory of the Forbidden City Convention if the Parisian is not present. Major advocate for meritocratic administration within the Foundation. Known for having formed an informal voting bloc with O5-11 and O5-12 to pursue a racial equality within the Foundation. Also known for having voted with O5-1 for many operational matters, known O5-1 prior to the Forbidden City Convention, perhaps a puppet of O5-1 to gain an additional vote in the O5 Council. O5-13, the Parisian. Male, Middle Eastern descent, Iranian origin. Appears to be about 70, Shia Muslim. Formerly an independent consultant on anomalous matters for the Ottoman Empire. Signatory of the Forbidden City Convention if the activist is not present. Knows O5-7 prior to the Forbidden City Convention. Holds a strong suspicion towards O5-1. In charge of the Autonomous Administration of the Greater Middle East, a sub-organization of the Foundation based in the Middle East, him and the AAGME do not exist in realities where the activist exists. O5-13, the pedestrian. Male, Latin American descent, late 50s, no unusual appearance. O5-13's special connection to the anomalous gives him a perspective no other council member could begin to fathom. with normalcy confirmation meetings require 11 members of the quorum, no meeting is allowed to proceed without O5-13's attendance. Additionally, he is the only member of the original O5 Council to survive the Caesar incident. Investigation into the nature of the incident and O5-13 are ongoing. Thank you for listening. Please report to your site director for a Class A amnesty. Normal viewing will continue next week.